Hello students, welcome to Sai Sanskar online classroom. Welcome to another session of our free online course of mathematics for class 10. In today's session, I am going to teach you about Vedic mathematics. So before starting it, let's take an overview of today's session. The first part of our today's session is square root by Vedic methods, and second one is cube root by Vedic methods. And the last one is homework for you all. So a lot to know, a lot to discuss. Let's begin our today's session. Okay, the first one is square root by Vedic method, in which the square root of Vedic method, it is divided into two different methods. The first one is perfect square or division method, and another one is Dvand Yog method. So first we take the first one. The first one is perfect square or division method. We can understand this better with help of a example. So let's take it. There is find the square root of 1522756 by using perfect square method. So what we have to do, first we have to write what we understand from the question. What we understand, according to question, we have to find the square root of 1522756 by using perfect square method. Then it's square as below. We are writing this format here. First we making the format, you all can see it here. Now what we have to do, first we making the pair of two digits from right hand side. First making the pair of two digits from right hand side. The first pair is single digit, it is 1. Now what we have to check, first we have to check is 1 is square of any number. The answer is yes, it is 1 itself. But if 1 is not here, if you are hoping that here is a digit 7, now we have to check is 7 square of any digit. The answer is no. Then what we check? We check a digit whose square just come previous of 7. So it is 2 in that case, because the square of 2 is 4 and 4 is just previous of 7. Now back to the present scenario, it is here it is 1. So 1 multiply 1, squaring means that we multiply the number by itself. So 1 multiply 1 equals, in the left side we have to add the number, and in the right side we have to subtract the number. So 1 minus 1 equal to 0. We don't require to denote 0 here. So now what we in the second, we are moving to the second step. What we have to do, we have to write the second pair here. The second pair is 52. Now what we have to do, now you can see on the left side 1 plus 1 equal to 2, and then now we have to find a digit by which we multiply it. So the number will be maybe near to 52 or maybe 52, but not more than 52. So by multiplying it we get the number will be 44. How? You have to remember one thing, the both digit will be same, that you can multiply, you don't multiply 21 by 2. You have to multiply, you have to choose the same digit. You can choose both the digits will be 1, or you can choose the both digit will be 3, because this is square. Or when we squaring a number, the both digit will always be same. So what is here? 52 equal, here you have 44. So 22 into 2 equal 44. So 52 minus 44 equal to, what will be here? The answer will be 8, and the next group will be 27. So we note down it here. So 827. Now again we are doing, in the left side we are adding, in the right side we are subtracting. So 21 plus 2 equal 24. Now we are choosing or we repeating the same process. There both sides there will be 3. So how we are multiply, first we multiply by 1, then we multiply by 2, then we multiply by 3, and when we multiply by 3, what we get? The number will be just near 827. After it we are subtracting it, we get 98, and now we writing the next pair here, it will be 56. So 9856. Now in the left side we adding them. So 243 plus 3 equal to 246, and there now we again follow the same step, and now we get here the digit is 4. So when we multiply it by 4, what we get? 9856. Now I think that it will be subtracted completely, so there is no remainder here. So there is a question. Now from where does the question come? Those digits which we have choose to multiply, we have to write at the place of question, and these digits are the square root of the given number. And here the question is 1 2 3 4. Thus the square root of 1522756 is 1 2 3 4. I think you all get the point. Let's move on the second part. Second is Dvand Yog method. Now it is so easy method. what you have to do now, we can understand it with the help of an example. You all can see on the screen that there is an example. Find the square root of 4125 4929 by the Dvandiyog method. What you have to do, first we write what we understand from the question. According to question, we have to find the square root of 4125 4929 by using Dvandiyog method. Then its solution is below. We are writing the equation here. Here there is the equation. What we have to do, we have to follow the same step which we have followed in the perfect square method or division method. First we have to make the pair of two digits from the right hand side. We are making the pair of two digits from the right hand side, and the first pair will be 41. Now we have to check, is 41 square of any number? The answer is no. Now we have to check whose number square is come just before 41. The answer is clear, it is 6, because the square of 6 is 36. So here it is 6. Now we have to double it, these digits. Now 6 is double, the number will be 12, be placed here. Now what we have to do, now 41 is minus 36, what we get? 5. We have to write 5 at this place. This is the place for remainder solve. Now this will be 52. Now you don't understand, this is just similar to Dvajang. Yes, this is similar to it in just a single way, but not in the same way. You can say that we are separated here with the help of dashes. I think you all get it. What you have to do, we have to divide a number. We have to divide new remainder by these by this number which at this place. Here it is 12, so we have to divide it by 12. The first will be 52. 52 will be divided by 12. The quotient will be 4, and the remainder 4 will be sent forward. Now it will be 45. Now at the first, when we do just starting dividing, there is no number at the third column, but now a new number will become. Now what we have to solve? Now if a single number will come, we have to square it and subtract it from the remainder. If there is two numbers, we have to multiply them and again multiply them by 2 and then subtract from it. If there are three numbers a, b, c, we have to multiply a into c into 2, and if we square the b, we have to follow the same step. This is similar to the Dvandiyog of the square which we are doing in our last session. I think you all get the point. We have to follow the same steps, and after solving it, what we have to do after solving the concept, we have to count the number of pairs. How many number of pairs here? Here it will be 4. So after 4 digits, we have to place the dot. I think you all get it. Very good. Let's move on the next part. Next is cube root by Vedic method. So what is cube root by Vedic method? First is perfect cube method, and second one is division method. So first see the first one is perfect cube method. So this method contains a condition. What is the condition? If the sum of digits of a perfect cube number may be 1, 8, 9 or 0. It means we can only apply this method on those numbers whose sum of digits will be 1, 8, 9 or 0. On the other number, we can't apply it. You can say that the name of this perfect cube method is, this method is only applicable for those numbers which are perfect cube. For other number, this method is useless, or this method is not applicable for them. But before starting or understanding it through the example, you all can see a table just beyond it. Now this table is divided into two parts. In the left side there will be written the cubes from 1 to 10, and in the right side there will be the digits which are writing corresponding to each other. Now why this table is here? This table is here to help us. The left part will help to find the first digit from the left, and the right part will help us to find the first digit from the right in the cube root. So here the first will be 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, and here in the left the corresponding one, as cube of 1 is 1, so its corresponding digit is 1. As cube of 2 is 8, the corresponding digit is 8. As cube of 3 is 27, corresponding digit is 7. We have to follow the similar steps. Now you all know about the table. Let better understand this concept with help of an example. Find the cube root of 9800344 by perfect cube method. So what we have to do? First, as in the case of square, we are making a pair of two digits. Here we have to make the pair of 3 digits. So first group is 344, and same from the right hand side. Second is 800, and the last one is 9. We are naming them as F, S and T. The F for the first, S for the second, and T for the third. Now here you can see first we are solving the group from the right hand side. The first digit from right hand side is or first group from the right hand side is 344 and its unit digit is 4. Now here this table will help us. On the right hand side you can see the corresponding digit is 1. So whenever we are finding a cube root, we have to check its unit digit and then we have to confirm which is its corresponding digit. There is only change on some when we are saying that 2 is corresponding digit is 8, as the cube of 2 is 8, and the corresponding digit of 8 is 2, as cube of 8 is 512. Similarly, the corresponding digit of 3 is 7 and the corresponding digit of 7 is 3 respectively. I think you all get it. Now here the unit digit is 4. So the unit digit of our cube root is also 4 because the corresponding digit of 4 is 4. If the unit digit is 3, then the unit digit of our cube root is 7. I think you all get the concept. Very good. Let's move on the next step. It is now in the first pair. Now in the first pair from the left hand side, which is now first check is 9 is cube of any number. You can see in the previous one we are checking square of any number. Here in the cube root we are checking it is cube of any number. Yes or no? Here we are getting that 9 is not a cube of any number. Then we are checking in between which two numbers cube this 9 will become, and the answer is 2 and 3. Now 2 cube and 3 cube, the 9 will be coming between them. So due to the first digit of cube root is 2. Why? Because whenever this is coming, we are choosing the smallest digit, and here from 2 and 3 the smallest digit is 2. So the number which is come at the place of cube root is 2. Now we are knowing the first digit and the last digit. Now we have to find the second digit. Now as the second digit is unknown for us, now we let us consider it is x. So the cube root is 2x4. Now what we have to do, we now know the third digit number. So first we take the third digit number and cube it. Its cube is 64. Now we subtract 64 from the initial number. You all can see it on the screen. The initial number is 9800344. We subtract it from 64 and we get the result as 9800280. Now leaving the last digit as it is already used. Now the unit digit is 8. Now what we have to do, we have to apply the formula 3t square s, where t stands for third digit and s stands for second digit. Now t square means the value of t is 4, so 4 square equals 16, and when 16 multiplied by 3 equal to 48, and when 48 multiplied by x equal to 48x, and the unit digit must be 8. Why must be 8? You already see it here. Why it must be 8? So you all get why it must be 8. Then this possible only when x equal to 6 or x equal to 1, or when this condition will be true when we consider the value of x as 6 or 1, because here you can see the 48 unit digit is 8. So when the value of x is 6, or when we multiply it by 6, what will be happen? Then will be now that 8 multiplied by 6 equal to 48 and its unit digit is 6, and when we consider it as 1, then 48 or 8 multiplied by 1 it equal to 1 and its unit digit is also 8. Now this condition is only true for these two values. Now the question arises, we have two values at the second place, which one is correct? Now we can know this answer with the help of digital sum method. What we have to do, we have to add the number of digits in the number of digits of the cube which we have to find. We are adding in them. First we get 28, then we add 28 as 2 plus 8, we get 10, then we get 1 plus 0 equal to 1, then the final digit is 1. Now 1 is already similar, so our answer is 214. Now if 1 is not get, if we are getting here 3, what we are do, then we squaring the numbers, and also the number also we do the digital sum in the 214 and 264. After it we are cubing them and then find the digital sum. If the number will be same, then this method is applicable, and if the number will be not same, then this method is not applicable for it. I think you all get the point. Let's move on the next part or next point, which is division method. What is it? Find the cube root of 6600776311 by using division method. Now according to question, we have to find the cube root of it. with the help of division method. Then its solution is below. Now steps: first we have to do the same. We have to make the pair of three digits from the right hand side. We are making them. After it, we are subtracting. The first one is 660, whose cube is just come here before it. It is 8, so we are subtracting 8 cubes. Now as the digit is cube we come, we are writing it at this place. After it, we have to subtract it. We get 148. Now in the division of square root, we are writing the whole pair at the one time. In the division method of cube, we are writing only one number at one time. Now the next number is 7, we are writing it here. Now as we get the cube, we write it at the quotient place. Now what you have to do, now as you all do and the Dhandiyog, we have multiplied by 2. Here we have multiplied by 3. 3 multiplied by which number is at this time at the quotient? It is 8. So here we do 8 square. Then by which number we have to multiply it? So the product will be near to 1487. It will be not more than 8. It may be less than 2. So the number is 7. We are writing it here 7. So after what we get, now here you can see the power of 7 is 1. Now in the next step, the power of 7 will be increased and the power of 8 will be decreased. We are solving it again. We getting 1176. We subtract it and we get 26. We get 261 and the next number is 6. We are writing it here. Now the first power is 1, then 2. Now the power will be 3 and the cube of 7 is 343. We subtract it here and we get the result. What we get? We get 22733 and the next number is 3. So the new number is 22,733. Now this time the 7 will be also at the quotient place. So now what we have to do? We have to square the 87 square. When we solving it, the number will be 22707, which is already near to the given number. So from which number we have to multiply it? We have to multiply by it by 1. When we multiply it by 1, now we can subtract it. We get 26. Now we are writing the next number, which is 1, though it will be 261. Now we multiply 87 by 3. It's also 261. So 261 multiply minus 261 equal to 0. And the next number is 1. So cube of 1 is 1. The final answer is it is perfect. So final answer is 0. So the cube root of 660776311 is 871. I think you all get the point. Now move on the next segment of our today's session. It is homework for you all. On the screen you are seeing two questions, question number first and question number second. The first question you have to find the square root of following. You are seeing the 4 questions. You have to find the square root of this, and the question number second you have to find the cube root of this. What you have to do, you have to apply both Vedic methods in these. Only there are 4 questions. You have to apply both Vedic methods in this. After it, you have to take the pic of your homework, and after it, if you are registered on online school portal, you can upload or you can submit your homework there, because after you can all see that below the session of video there is a section of upload assignment. You have to click there. You can upload the pics of homework there. These pics will be sent to corresponding class teacher. And if you are not registered on school portal yet, what you have to do, you have to solve the question, and after it you have to take the pic of it and you can send this to the official school WhatsApp number. I think this is enough for today. Okay, God bless you all.